What's up, guys? Welcome to your Bitcoin update. I seen someone in the chat put Savvy After Dark, the new series. That's a good one. So as you guys know, take your emotions, throw them out the window. If you are getting emotional, you will get wrecked. As you guys know, my shorts are still in. I even added some this morning. My average is right around 50, just below 50. And my stops are at 45. If this does break up, I'll get stopped out in profit and I will look for my next trade and I'll let you know where that is. But as of right now, if you look at this on the daily, as you guys know, the daily closed, we are right on this top trend line. Every time we hit this trend line, we get a pretty big dump within a day or two. So be looking out for that. If we do break this trend line, the reason my stops are at 45 is because the 55 EMA right here is about 44.5. If we do pop out of here, get a fake out, I do look for a rejection there. Otherwise, if we do break out of here, if you guys want to see the bullish case scenario, I will show you the measured move for that now. If we break up past the 44,060 somewhere, give or take a couple bucks. But right now, let's do this. This would be your measured move for your bullish target, although I don't think it's going to happen. We'll see what happens. But here it is. I know all the bulls are getting super bullish right now. As you guys know, I was busy this morning. It took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. But that would be your bullish target around 54,000 if this trend line breaks. But like I said, guys, every time we hit this trend line, it's led to a pretty massive dump. We'll see what happens if we do break that high right there, about 45. Let's say 44,100. Then next stop would be about that 44.5. And then if we get above that, I would get stopped out. But as of right now, I'm still pretty confident in my shorts. Either way, like I said, if I get stopped out, I'm still in profit. But that would be the bullish case. We would have to break past this wick here. Like I said, around 44.1, somewhere in that range. But we'll see what happens. Let's take a look at the daily RSI real quick. As you can see, we did get some divergence here. Let me pull this down. We'll thicken this white trend line so you can see the divergence. And then I'll get into the chat here in a little bit. But right there's your divergence. You got lower highs on the daily and higher highs on the RSI. That is bearish divergence, hidden bearish divergence. But again, if we do break out of this trend line, the highest I see possible is that 54,000, but we'll see what happens. Like I said, every time we hit this trend line, it tends to go down. Also, let's take a look at, this was the chart we've been watching here. My targets still remain the same. Although this triangle was invalidated, it could still be playing out something like this. Right here. But if we could get up to that, what is that? The 200 EMA, right around that 44.5, 44.6 range. If we did, that would put the triangle up here. But for right now, we're going to keep it right there. That does give us a different target down here now. If this was to play out, let's take a measured move of this. Just measuring the triangle. Let's say we break down somewhere in this area. So that would raise this target up to about 35.7. This 38.6, as you guys know, that's the one-to-one extension of this wave here. So that would be where I would look for a bounce if we get down to this range. And 35.7 would be the measured move of the triangle. And then, of course, this head and shoulders that I've been watching here, which actually could be a bigger head and shoulders, something like this. And if that was the case, obviously all of this gets much bigger. But we'll keep measuring off of this target here for now, depending on how this looks. But as of right now, that target's still around 34,100 if we do not break back above this trend line, and that's going to be somewhere around 46, somewhere in that range. But as of right now, this is what we're looking at. And the big picture, nothing, absolutely nothing has changed. Still looking for this to play out. As you can see, this little pump that everybody's all excited about in the big picture isn't a very big deal at all. Still looking for something like this possibly to play out. A big triangle here for the top, and then obviously breaking down. That's a symmetrical triangle we could be witnessing. We witnessed that a few times back here in the past, 2019, and we seen one over here in 2018. And as I talk about all the time, every pump in 2018, everyone got extremely bullish, and all it kept doing is making lower highs. If we look at what's going on right now, that's all we are doing here is making lower high after lower high. Nothing's changed. Nothing at all has changed in my opinion. If you guys are interested in trading, definitely check out PrimeXBT, my favorite exchange. You can use my promo code Savvy50. That'll get you 50% on top of whatever you deposit as a bonus. Savvy25 will get you 25% off your fees. We're still playing on this trend line. Another thing I want to look at in the bigger picture, as you guys know, these are my fractals. We did get that daily sell signal, and if you guys paid attention yesterday when I talked about that in the video, I said it doesn't mean it goes directly down. We could get a pump before reversing and coming down, but usually when we get this right here, this was our sell signal candle. We're getting our little pump up that I told you would possibly happen, and then we should continue down after that. Let's take a look at these are my targets from yesterday. If you watched yesterday's video, same thing, nothing's changed. And this is my wife's webpage, inkyorimage.com. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. There's a lot of cool stuff in here, guys. She can put anything you want on any of this stuff. And I'm going to reset it. I think she added something new today when you get in here. Yeah, you can upload your picture on any of this stuff. Whatever picture, whatever coin, whatever, anything you want on any of this stuff. Definitely check it out. And let's take a look at, this is the first time I declared bear market, and this was the second. And as you can see, let's zoom in and see where we're at. We are right now getting rejected on that 0.382 fib right here. Yep. Like I said, guys, nothing's changed at all. My charts haven't changed. My charts have no reason to change. Let's see where we're at on this. The bull cycle. Still. What is that? Well, this isn't right. This is the BLX. It hasn't updated. I don't know if it's, I don't know how often it uploads or updates, but it is not updating. Let's go over to the dollar overlaid on the Bitcoin chart. As you can see, the dollar is extremely bullish still. I told you yesterday that the dollar would probably have a correction, and we talked about it possibly coming all the way back down to this trend line here, which is going to be around 93.38. Let's zoom in real quick. This is the daily. So let's go into the 4 hour on the dollar. And 4 hour actually still looks bullish. We got a big gap here for some reason. I don't know if something happened, but probably going to come back down and retest these areas real quick. But we are getting hidden bullish divergence on the dollar, which is lower lows here on the RSI, higher lows here on the dollar. So the dollar could come all the way back down here and still be making hidden bullish divergence. So that is that. The Dow looking like crap, exactly as we expected. Gold. Did gold get a little rally today with, I have not looked at the charts much today, guys. So yeah, gold got a little rally, but getting rejected at the EMAs. Nothing's changed with gold. And silver got a little pump up itself. Nothing huge. Still pretty sad in my opinion. Litecoins got a little pump here, probably get rejected at the 13 EMA. 21's tops at 160. Ethereum still looking the same, getting rejected at its EMAs also. This is the daily. Let's see something here. So if tomorrow's candle opens and closes below the 8 EMA on Ethereum, we will also get a sell signal on Ethereum, and XRP still looks like crap. All right, guys. I'll get into the chat. What's up, Flat Smack, Jeffrey, Joshua, Caffey, Ken, Mike, Titanic Tatum, David, Jimmy Thing. All right, I'm not going to be able to go up and read all the questions, but I'll start reading them now. Hit 1 if you think this is going to break up past the 44,100 range. Hit 2 if you think we're going down. Oh, kind of even. We got lots of 2s, and we still got quite a few 1s in there. So, remember, guys, bull traps don't work unless it gets most people bullish. BTC is be like 1.5. Hi from South America. You're awesome, my friend. Thanks, Gabriel. I appreciate the support. Hi, Savvy. Thanks for all you're doing. Really appreciate you. Any chance you could show how you overlay charts in TradingView? I went over that right here. If you go to the compare up here, and then you put in what you want to compare, like I have DXY and BTC here, you would hit it and you can overlay it on your chart. Just hit compare symbols. I know it's a bull trap, but I believe it will be a fake out. How's the monthly close? Oh, let's take a look at that. The monthly did close today. That is right. So, monthly close does not look all that bullish at all. This looks like a giant ABC, just like we've been talking about, guys. You want to see something super ugly? If you look at the 6-month chart, look at this candle right here. That is just scary. Scary, scary, scary. So yeah, well, let's look at the monthly RSI also. I don't put too much weight on the monthly RSI, but you guys know I like to follow patterns in the RSI also. We could be making some sort of a head and shoulders in the RSI. Let's see what happens here. So if we put the RSI here, looks like we'll come down to at least retest this trend line here on the RSI. Like I said, it does look like a possible head and shoulders here on the RSI. But yeah, I'm still not convinced this is truly bullish. Again, if we break that trend line that I just showed you, let's go back into the daily here. There's my super bullish target. That would be the most bullish if this breaks here. But if you go back to these charts, let me see if I could. No, I can't. Let's do a replay from here. Speed it up. Whoops, too fast. All about Hex. I'm here for the cupcakes. What's up, man? Let's start this over right here. Let's do a replay from here. See if I can do it a little better this time. See what happened when it hit this time over here. Love you, Wavy. Thanks, Johnny. Savvy. Did you know 64K was going to be the high for the bull run in March? D-Man, here, I'll show you. Let me pause this for a minute. I'll show you
it's totally
the video where I called it. Right here. This video was on March 24th when I made this video.
If it plays out and we go to that 63 or 64,000 to the up thrust after distribution base.
Right there. Called it. And I do believe all we're in now is redistribution here. It's same pattern, same thing going on. Just obviously doesn't look the exact same, but it looks pretty much like we're just doing redistribution again. So let me go back. Let me rewind this a bit. Can I rewind this? Nope. Damn it. I wanted to watch that. So anyway, let's see what happens here, guys. Let's see if the ones or twos get it. Savvy, what's your thoughts on the stock market dropping but crypto going up? They're not always exactly in sequence. So I think the stock market actually, I was looking at it earlier, does look like it's making some bullish divergence here. We'll see how tomorrow goes, but it'll probably get some kind of relief rally up tomorrow. And we'll see what Bitcoin does with that. Any thoughts on quarterly close? Also, was thinking it closed under 44. It's looking pretty bearish. I don't really pay attention to quarterly. I don't even know if I have 3 months on here. I don't. Could I add it? Maybe. Let's put the quarterly on here. It didn't let me add it. Oh, there it is. Here's the quarterly. Not looking too great. But if you guys notice, we almost always have wicks of some sort in a candle. I talked about that a little bit in the Discord today. They were very bullish in there, and it started going up on the opening like it is now. But remember, all these candles all have wicks. It's got to start somewhere. It all depends on US and CCP governments. Simple. You think? Savvy, if you had 10K to play with, how would you ladder in a short? Start with 10% position and ladder up. Well, let's see what happens right here. If you want a break of this, you can put in a long and put your stops just above it. Or we're pretty close to the top now. You could put a short in, very low leverage, and put your stops right around 44.2. Actually, a little above that. 44.285 is where the 21 EMA is. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I usually do morning updates. I had stuff to do this morning. Thank you, Mr. Savvy. Our family loves your store. Thanks, Joe. Much appreciated, man. Oh, yeah. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and shill her store again. Check out my wife's webpage if you haven't already. On all the products down here now, she added the feature. If you click on it, there's an upload. You can just upload whatever you want on it, and she will send you a sample back and see if you that's what you want. All my links down below all help support the channel, and you get something back from all of them, whether it be a bonus or a discount or something from using my links, and I get a small commission. But this here is all lining up here also, guys, which is my parabolic chart. And this right here, the 0.236 fib, is where we're getting resistance at right now, right here. Savvy is 38.8, still your take profit. It is. Unless I get stopped out at 45. But if I do get stopped out at 45, I'll just be looking for my next position. Here we are, playing with that trend line. Hey, Savvy, worst case target for Cardano and Solana. I guess I'll take a look at that. This was from the last members video, I think. ADA. Well, it's forming pretty much the same thing. It all depends on what Bitcoin does here. But I do want to stay on Bitcoin. We'll go back to this later. I want to see what's going on with that. Still getting some pretty heavy resistance right at that trend line. Ghostface Trader, your analysis is the best I've seen yet. I think I heard you say the other day, say that XRP is junk. Is that true? Yeah, I think XRP is just like a major pump and dump penny stock, man. I'm getting rejected pretty heavy at that trend line again. So I do chart alts on the weekends if I'm asked to in the members videos, which are Saturdays and Sundays. So alts right now depend 100% on Bitcoin. This is a pretty important area here. So 272 likes. Let's get that over 500, and that's it. 550 people, only half of you hit the like button. Guys, do I have to show you how to do it? I will. Go right down underneath the video. Oh, something else I wanted to talk about. I'll let you know here in a second. But you go right underneath the video, guys. Hit that thumbs up. I do appreciate it. And I appreciate those 12,000 or 12,000. 12 thumbs downs too. Those still help the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate that. So anyways, getting a nice rejection there. All about Hicks that I hit the other one. It's all good. Titanic, I'm not ignoring you, man. What'd you say? Look at the 4-hour like descending triangle. Would you call that an end of wave E? I don't see what you're saying. This A, B, C, D. No, that wouldn't work. Let me read that again. Look at the 4-hour descending triangle. Oh, the big descending triangle. Is that no? This doesn't it doesn't really count as a descending triangle though on the 4-hour here. Just because you have these lows over here. I guess you could look at it like this. A, B, C, D. But no, I don't think so. When are you doing live tomorrow? The morning or the evening? I'm going to try to do it in the morning. I'm like normal just because I don't really have anything going on tomorrow morning like I had today. So. MJ said, thanks for coming out. Wrap it up till next year. Off to the races. Sounds like some bearish hopium. All right. If that is the way you feel. But I'd be willing to bet you probably just holding and you have to be a bull because you can't make money unless it goes up. Morning Savvy from Singapore, working while watching your live. I hope you're not doing anything dangerous, Osme. Savvy, did you mention a possible 38.7, then pump, bounce, and target would be 35K-ish? What are you talking about? This back here? And by the way, this count is still valid here, in case you guys were wondering. So this is the area to watch for, guys. I'm going to go ahead and put it's pretty simple. Right here, we break that 44.1. Right in there, 44.82, 44.1. Here, I'm going to move this over. Let's just say 44.1. We break the 44.1. Look for 44.5 to be the next point of rejection. And if that breaks, we could be going much higher. My bullish, super bullish target is... Why is it not showing on this one? Oh, on the wrong one. There we go. So if we break that, 44.1, look for 44.5 next. If that breaks, then I may be getting stopped out in that short. But otherwise, remember, every time we've hit this trend line here, we've got rejected. So, and it's usually pretty swift. Savvy, did you get a chance to see the ABC count I sent you on Twitter? I didn't. I haven't even looked at Twitter today. I've not looked at Twitter. But if you do want to follow me on Twitter, I'm usually more active. Today, not so much, but you can give me a follow on Twitter. It's at CryptoSavvy1. Ethereum broke trend line. Let's see. What trend line? This would be Ethereum's trend line right here. And it has not broken it. You're going from up here. But no, it hasn't. If you look at Ethereum, if you draw a trend line from the top like that on Ethereum, it's way up here. It's around this 3,400. Somewhere in that range. I don't mean to spoil your parade, but but it looks like I lost the opportunity. Mohammed, what opportunity did you lose? It's going down, guys. If this does break it, like I said, if it does not get rejected at that 44.5 area, it probably will shoot up pretty quick. But otherwise, this should, if it cannot break here, it's going to come down pretty hard. XRP written all over the U.S. global financial system. So you read. Let's go to all the banks you can think of and see if they've ever heard of XRP and ask the people working in it. If it was actually true, more people would be talking about it in there. Guys, it is a pump and dump. So, Abby, I'm sorry for arguing with you on Twitter. No reason to be sorry, man. Would be nice to have a live dump. Would be pretty cool, but I am probably going to be getting out of here pretty quick. So I think I'm going to call it a day. I'm beat. I actually asked my Chase branch and they never heard XRP. Yeah, man, that's what I mean. It's all a bunch of crap, dude. XRP is garbaggio. You don't think this will break out, said Crypto. Crypto Plurit. I mean, it could. I don't think it's gonna. I think it's probably gonna just flap around for a little bit, and it's probably gonna come down quick when it does come down. Or if it breaks that 41.41. I mean, it's that simple. It is that simple right now. 44.1 might get a fake wick. Could be another bull trap. Get a fake wick up to about that 44.5 range. That again, that's why I have my stops at 45. This 44.5 is the 21 EMA. Here it is on the 4 hour, it's the 200 EMA. What are your plans on plan B? I think plan B might need to make a plan C. I've also noticed a lot of other YouTubers are copying Savvy. He's been pretty much dead on the money for at least 4 to 5 months, while others were calling for 100K BTC. Yeah, people forget that those people were telling them to buy up here, and they're still listening to them, telling them to buy here when it's the same thing going on. How's that dollar doing? Ooh, the dollar's pumping. Dollar's getting a nice little pump there. Welcome, Murat. Plan B has end of September, worst case scenario. BTC ends in 43. Hope to hear from you tomorrow, Savvy. Trying to do my own TA from your teachings. That's what this is about, man. Hopefully you guys are learning and doing this yourself, and you don't have to, you can watch other people and compare, but you don't have to depend on other people to make calls for you. I do not make calls. I tell people what I'm doing. I don't tell you when to buy. I don't tell you when to sell. I don't tell you when to short. I don't tell you when to long. I do not make calls. I show you how I see the charts, what I'm seeing in the charts, why I'm seeing them, and I tell you what I'm doing with them. Savvy, I love you. Thanks for everything, King. Thanks, Hunter. I appreciate the support, man. 43.1 coming around the corner. I only wrote that because it was mentioned. I take them as calls. Well, you shouldn't. Thanks for all you're doing, the video, even though it's late for you. Yeah, like I said, I had something I was doing today. I didn't think it was going to take as long as it did. It took quite a while. FG, thank you for the super chat. Is it contradictory from seeing the recent 29 to 53 as an ABC while seeing as an impulse earlier this year? Let's see what you're saying. This as an ABC. Contradictory from seeing the recent 29 to 50. Oh, this ABC. I mean, it's a possibility. Anything's possible. I don't think that's what's going on. I'm still pretty confident. See, I'm pretty tired, guys. But I'm still pretty confident in this. Either it's going to look like this or like this. That's my two options. Love your common sense approach. Thanks. Yeah, if you're watching people get super excited, then they're basing everything on emotion, guys. Do not base your trading on your emotions. Your emotions will get you 100% wrecked. Guaranteed. Even if you get lucky a couple times, you're gonna get wrecked. FOMOing, FOMO selling, FOMO buying. You got to keep an even keel, man. It took me a long time to learn that. And once you learn that, it makes a world of difference. He just smoked a blunt, guys. Jim Rockwise, nothing has changed. That's correct. Thank you, Savvy. Best wishes from Portugal. Thanks, man. All right, guys. I am out of here. I am tired. Keep your eye on 44.1. If otherwise, I think it's going to be a pretty quick downfall like each time we've hit this trend line. But if we break 44.1, maybe the bulls will have some fun for a few days. But anyways, thanks again, guys. I am out of here. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Like I said, I'll try to make it an early video. Thanks for stopping in, guys. I'm out.